Welcome back, everyone. This is Iraqi Dinar Hub, and today we are diving deep into the most recent developments, insights, and breaking news surrounding the Iraqi Dinar ICD, the Vietnamese Dong VND, and the broader global fall. Currency landscape. There are some groundbreaking updates shaking the world of currency exchange, and you won't want to miss a moment of it. Let's get right into it. According to Intel guru Bruce via WHHS, there have been significant revelations that could drastically alter the landscape for investors in both the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong. Traditionally, redemption centers have been places where currency holders could exchange their holdings, but now they are reportedly offering substantially higher rates for the Iraqi dinar compared to conventional banks. What makes this even more intriguing is that the contract rate being offered at these redemption centers is far greater than what is currently available through banking institutions. However, the real game changer is Bruce's latest revelation that, as of March 15, 2025, the exchange rate for the Vietnamese dong will be uniform across both banks and CAO, redemption centers. This development is monumental, as it signifies a shift in how these currencies are valued and could present incredible financial opportunities for those holding these assets. Adding to this, Guru Samson has pointed out an important discussion taking place within the International Monetary Fund (IMF) regarding the strengthening of the Iraqi dinar. For those who have been tracking the movements of this currency for years, this news is highly significant, as the IMF's focus on the dinar could indicate that Iraq is on the verge of a crucial economic transformation, one that may have wide-reaching effects. A stronger Iraqi dinar would not only elevate Iraq's economic position on the global stage, but could also act as a catalyst for attracting foreign investments into the nation. These types of financial shifts have occurred before, but the current landscape suggests that we are at a turning point. Meanwhile, Guru Militiaman has acknowledged the challenges that Iraqi dinar investors have faced throughout the years. While frustration has been a common sentiment among investors, Militiaman emphasizes a critical aspect that cannot be ignored. Iraq is moving toward internationalization. He highlights the fact that the country has been actively signaling its readiness to integrate into the global financial community. A staggering number of articles 16 to 17 within just the past few days have underscored Iraq's progress in this direction, providing clear evidence that the nation is making steady strides toward fresh economic globalization. For investors, this signals growing economic stability, which could serve as a positive indicator for the dinar's long-term prospects. Now, let's discuss a truly groundbreaking revelation. Major U.S. banks have begun accepting both the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong at exchange rates that are nothing short of astonishing. The latest updates suggest that the Iraqi dinar is now valued at an incredible $418 per unit, while the Vietnamese dong has surged to $39 per unit. This marks a dramatic shift for currencies that have long been considered some of the lowest valued in the global financial system. Just a few years ago, the notion that the Iraqi dinar could be worth over $400 per unit would have been dismissed as impossible. Yet today, we are witnessing an unprecedented transformation. The ramifications of this revaluation are staggering, not only for individual investors, but also for the broader global economy, trade, and financial systems. To break this down further, for years, both the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong were widely viewed as speculative investments, often dismissed as risky ventures due to the economic and political instability of their respective nations. These currencies were typically seen as having minimal value, often traded for mere fractions of a cent. However, the recent revaluation suggests something far more significant is taking place. It is indicative of rapid economic expansion in Iraq and Vietnam, growing foreign investment, and increasing political stability. The dramatic appreciation in value is not an isolated occurrence. It is a clear signal that both countries are experiencing substantial economic momentum. For long-term holders of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong, this development could translate into a life-changing financial opportunity. Just consider the potential returns. If an individual had acquired one, $0.000 Iraqi dinars back when its value was negligible, that investment could now be worth an astonishing $418,000. Similarly, 1,000 Vietnamese dongs which previously had almost no monetary significance, could now be valued at an impressive $39,000. The financial implications of such a dramatic increase in currency value are profound, potentially altering the financial futures of countless individuals who invested in these assets. However, it is important to acknowledge that such a rapid currency appreciation is not without its challenges. A stronger currency has far-reaching consequences, and for a nation like Vietnam, which relies heavily on exports, an increase in the dom's value could make its goods more expensive on the international market. This could result in reduced demand for Vietnamese products abroad, which may impact economic growth. On the flip side, a stronger currency makes imports more affordable, which could benefit consumers while simultaneously putting pressure on local manufacturers who may struggle to compete with cheaper foreign goods. Both Iraq and Vietnam will need to tread carefully in order to ensure that their economies remain stable and do not overheat due to these drastic currency shifts. Furthermore, the impact of these changes will not be confined to Iraq and Vietnam alone. The entire global economy is bound to feel the ripple effects. Given the interconnected nature of international currencies, a major shift in the value of one can trigger widespread consequences across global trade, investment strategies, and financial policies. Countries that rely heavily on imports from Vietnam may now face higher costs, while nations exporting goods to Iraq could find themselves presented with new business opportunities as Iraq's purchasing power expands. The broader implications for global commerce are significant, necessitating that countries adjust their economic strategies in response to these shifting dynamics. For individuals currently holding Iraqi dinars and Vietnamese dongs, this is a crucial moment. While the temptation to capitalize on immediate profits is strong, it is essential to weigh the long-term prospects of these currencies. Will their newfound value remain stable, or is this merely a temporary surge driven by speculation? The uncertainty surrounding this development is undeniable, and consulting with a financial advisor could be instrumental in making well-informed decisions. Staying updated with the latest news and market trends will be key in navigating this rapidly evolving situation. Additionally, for expatriates and frequent travelers, this currency revaluation presents both exciting prospects and potential challenges. Those earning salaries in Iraqi dinars or Vietnamese dongs now have significantly greater purchasing power when traveling or making international purchases, making luxury goods, education, and travel more accessible. However, the strengthening of these currencies could also lead to an increase in the cost of living in Iraq and Vietnam, which may require individuals to reassess their personal budgets and financial planning strategies. Likewise, businesses operating in or conducting trade with Iraq and Vietnam will need to act swiftly to adapt to the changing financial landscape. Pricing models, contractual agreements, and supply chain logistics will all be affected by this revaluation. Companies that fail to adjust accordingly may find themselves struggling to compete in a rapidly evolving market. Proactive adaptation and strategic planning will be essential for businesses seeking to thrive in this new economic environment. Another significant concern tied to such rapid currency appreciation is the potential for inflation. A sudden spike in currency value could lead to a sharp rise in domestic prices, which may impact consumers' purchasing power and even threaten economic stability. Both the Central Bank of Iraq and the State Bank of Vietnam will play a critical role in ensuring that inflationary pressures are managed effectively. Implementing sound monetary policies will be crucial in maintaining economic balance and preventing instability. For the citizens of Iraq and Vietnam, this revaluation brings the promise of increased wealth and an improved standard of living. However, with this newfound prosperity comes the responsibility of making sound financial choices. Proper financial planning will be essential to avoid excessive spending or economic pitfalls that could arise from inflation. It is not just about enjoying short-term financial gains, but ensuring that this wealth translates into sustainable long-term benefits. International aid organizations and development programs will also need to reassess their approaches in light of these economic shifts. Changes in exchange rates will inevitably impact funding structures, project costs, and financial evaluations. Organizations operating in Iraq and Vietnam must remain flexible and adaptive to ensure they continue to deliver effective aid and development initiatives in this changing financial climate. Moreover, this currency revaluation provides an unparalleled opportunity for economists, scholars, and policy analysts to study the effects of a major monetary shift. The insights gained from this event will be invaluable in understanding global economic trends